Hello and welcome to another one of D's ADD videos. Today we're going to be discussing Rolles Theorem. Rolles Theorem, what is Rolles Theorem? Well, Rolles Theorem basically states that a function is continuous between two values a and b, and if it's differentiable between those two values. So continuous including the two values, and then differentiable not including the two values. So with parentheses, and the third condition is f of a equals f of b. Now let's look at that. What that means is the two y values equal each other. Now the only way the two y values could equal each other is if we were going up and then came back down to get that same y value, or if we were going down and then back up. That's the only way we can get the two y values to be the same. Alright, well, what does that imply? That implies that we had to have something called a turning point or a critical point at the top or bottom of these. That's what Rolles Theorem's whole purpose is to help you get familiar with the points of flat tangency. So how do we say that in math? Well, we say that the derivative of your function at those values must be equal to 0. So that's basically what the theorem states. So let's write it down formally. So the conditions are: 1, we're continuous on the closed interval a to b. 2, we're differentiable on the open interval a to b. And the third condition, f of b must equal f of a. And if all three of those conditions are met, what that tells you is there's some, so if true, then there exists a C that's an element of a to b such that f prime of c equals 0. In other words, there's a turning point, there's a critical point in between the two endpoints. Now, as it sits, it might be a little confusing at first. Just know that you got to state these two conditions and prove this third condition, and then you can just take the derivative and set it equal to 0 and solve. That's basically what you're going to do. So the steps are: write the continuous part and the differential part, prove the two y values are equal to each other for the x values, so prove f of b equals f of a, and then finally find the derivative and set it equal to 0 and solve. And that's basically the steps for the Rolles Theorem. Alright? Make sure you check out the example video to further clarify any doubts that you might have. Thank you and have a nice day.